Selamlar arkadaşlar. Geleceğe dönüş oyununa kaldığımız yerden devam ediyoruz. Biliyorsunuz doktora neler olduğunu araştırıyoruz. Doktor bildiğimiz doktor değil. Şu anda çok farklı bir doktora karşı karşıyayız ve onunla görüşmemiz lazım. Ama tabii bir taraftan da neler olup bittiğini öğrenmemiz gerekiyor. E, Bakalım bu sefer Martin annesiyle konuşacağız. O bize neler anlatacak. İçeriye girmenin bir yolunu bulabileceğiz mi? Doktorla görüşmenin. Şimdi annesiyle bir görüşelim Lorraine.
Mom? Mom!
But are you happy?
Happiness is overrated, Lorraine. I'm content.
Well, I'll think about it.
Mom?
Hi there, Martin. I saw you as I was driving in. Did you hear me honking?
Mom, that can't be you.
Martin, are you all right?
I'm fine. It's just that you're so gray.
Well, isn't that an uplifting way to greet your mother?
Sorry, I just don't...
I guess you're right, though. I am going a little gray. No thanks to your father.
Burada ne
So,
yapıyorsun?
what? Are you out here shopping or something?
Oh, shopping? Pff, who shops anymore? No, it's that time of the month for me again.
For
For my civic duty. I'll be polishing the statue all day.
Oh, right.
Bu kimin golf arabası?
What's with the golf cart, Mom?
Now, Martin, I know you're embarrassed to be driving around in last year's model, but we really can't afford the 86s yet.
What about my truck?
No one owns a truck in Hill Valley. Martin, are you sure you're feeling okay?
Yeah. I must have had a really vivid dream last night.
Well, I hope your dream world was more fun than this one. Could you do me a favor? I forgot to give your father my timesheet for last week, and now Mr. Nosy is convinced that I'm hiding something from him.
Timesheet?
Aren't they annoying? But Citizen Brown always says, a scheduled life is a happy life. Anywho, could you be a dear and drop it off at the house? Here, take the car.
Actually,
I know, dear. Love you too. I'd give you a kiss, but you know what that gets ya. Don't forget to pick me up this evening.
Yeah, sure.
Pekala. Şimdi o zaman bir ipuçlarımıza bakalım. İpuçlarımız bize ne söyleyecek? Hiç kimsenin sana söyleyecek bir şey yok. Hele bu şehir meydanında. Peki. Eğer sadece sende araba olsaydı birileri kullanman için anahtarı yollardı. Lorraine özgürlüğün için sana anahtarları verdi. Aile arabasını al ve sürüşe geç. Peki. Arabaya bir binelim.
Well, it's not the truck, but I guess it'll do.
Eve geldik. Bakalım herhalde babasıyla konuşacağız bu sefer de.
I don't know, John. Isn't this illegal?
What isn't illegal in Hill Valley?
Shh. What if Citizen Brown's watching?
Don't worry, nobody can see us here.
He's a peeping Tom. Ah! Dad.
Try to warn your old man the next time, okay?
Another day in Hill Valley. The perfect place to live. That wasn't a note of
Monitörler.
irony in your...
Buralarda bakabileceğimiz bir şey var mı? Bir babasıyla bir önce konuşalım. George Buckley'la.
I saw Mom downtown. She told me to give this to you.
Thanks.
Say, what gives around here?
You know, the usual. Keeping tabs on Hill Valley through my trusty bank of monitors. Always on the lookout for some interesting footage.
Neyi gözetliyorsun ki?
Interesting. What do you mean interesting?
What kind of silly question is that? I've been gathering candid documentary footage for Citizen Brown's promotional videos for over a year now. I know your mother doesn't approve of my work, but wait a minute. You say you saw Lorraine? 11 to 12 hair salon, 12 to 12:20 lunch at soup mo counter, cream of asparagus with crackers.
What was that?
You know your mother's problems. If she slips up again, it could mean demerits for the whole family. There she is, polishing the statue in the park. Just like the schedule dictates. Oh, then everything's fine. Good. Unless... How was she when you spoke to her? Lucid? Sober?
Ne kadar kurala bağlı yaşamaya başlamışlar. Herkesin bir görevi var. Enteresan. Yani doktora neler oldu gerçekten ben de şimdi merak ettim. Annem içki mi içiyor?
Whoa, Dad, what are you telling me? Are you saying Mom's a drunk?
Shh. I don't know for sure that your mother has relapsed into her old ways, but she's been acting very odd lately, almost as if she didn't like my constant supervision. Confidentially, I suspect she's got a flask hidden somewhere, probably very near the spot where she's working right now. Do me a favor, son, will you? See if you can worm the truth out of her. She won't confide in me, but she may be less guarded with you. Double rations this week if you help your old man out. What do you say? That's a good boy.
Okay, Dad, we need to talk.
Dur bakalım. Benden ne gizliyordun diyelim.
What were you hiding when I came in just now?
Hiding? I don't know what you're talking about, son.
Come on, I saw it. It was a videotape, right?
I might as well tell you. After all, you'll be 18 soon.
Tell me what?
Hill Valley under Citizen Brown is not quite the contented town you were led to believe it was.
Dalga
You're
geçiyorsun.
kidding.
This isn't a criticism of the great man himself, of course, or his sainted wife, Edna. No one's worked harder than they to apply the most advanced social planning techniques to our municipality.
Bunlar
But,
Edna ile evlenmişler.
confidentially, not
Bunlar-
everybody appreciates it. A great many citizens, perhaps even the majority, actively resent the Brown administration. They don't say so publicly, of course. But in private, well, just listen.
I tell you, Bert, this regime is a joke. They're all laughing at us over in Fairfax.
A toast to Citizen Brown. May his beloved courthouse be struck by lightning. Shh, Agnes, you're awful. Are you coming to the town square, Lester? Citizen Brown's about to give another speech.
Citizen Brown can kiss my hairy...
Well, you get the idea.
It sounds like people can't stand what the Browns have done to Hill Valley.
Not everyone. Only around 50%, maybe 60.
Does Citizen Brown know?
He should. Whenever I send copies of my raw footage to the public relations department over at the courthouse, I get a memo telling me how much Citizen Brown thanks me for my service. But how could he see those videos and not do anything about it?
Maybe you should take your tapes directly to Brown.
Oh, I don't know about that. I mean, sure, he might appreciate my bringing these problems to his attention and reward me for my public service, but then again, they say it's never wise to be the bearer of bad news.
Demek ki Doktor Brown'u bu duruma getiren Edna ile birlikte olması ve evlenmesi. Acaba neler yaşadılar? Bakalım. Brown'un yanına gidebileceğiz mi? Kasetleri biz götürelim diyelim.
Why don't you give me those videotapes? I'll take them to Citizen Brown.
Thanks for offering, son, but I don't want to get you involved. Citizen Brown won't like what he sees on them, and I wouldn't want you to get the brunt of his displeasure, not to mention the displeasure of all the folks on the tapes. Once they find out I recorded them, no, I'm not letting these tapes out of my sight. It's too dangerous.
Şu kurallardan bir
Hill
bahsedelim.
Valley has a lot of rules.
It certainly does, for our own good.
Allah Allah. Öpüşmek nasıl yasak?
Public kissing is illegal, right?
Ah, the old PDA law. Indeed it is. And what's more, violation carries a hefty load of demerits. But you know, it's a law people break with surprising
Bunlar
regularity. But I
kesin
could show you
Edna'nın-
videotape
Edna'nın-
evidence.
How exactly do
altından
people
çık.
get other people to break it?
On second thought, perhaps I shouldn't show you the videotaped evidence.
Peki. Bunları geçiyorum. Konuyu değiştirelim.
Something on your mind?
Annemden bahsedelim.
It's about Mom.
Bu nasıl bu hale
How'd she
geldi?
get to be such a mess? This isn't how she is in my perfect world.
You're right, it's a real puzzle. Because of course we both know Hill Valley is a perfect world, but for some peculiar reason, the harder I try to get her to conform to the rules, the more she slips up.
Temiz Yurttaş
Thinking about signing up for the Citizen Plus
programına
program.
katılmak istiyordu.
Is she now?
You're not gonna let her go through with it, are you?
Well, from what I hear, it's a fairly drastic procedure which completely reshapes the subject's personality. On the other hand, if Citizen Brown recommends it, it's gotta be a good thing.
Bu kadar üstüne gitmesen
Do you
peki.
think Mom would be a little more relaxed if you gave her just a little bit of space?
Now, there's a fine suggestion. What would Hill Valley be like if people gave each other space? Why, we'd all be tempted to follow our own impulses, and there's no telling where that might lead.
Peki.
Something on your mind?
Bir de bu evi soralım bakalım. Ya da benden bahsedin.
It's about me.
I'm all ears.
Ben nasıl biriyim?
Well, from certain things I've heard, I get the idea that people in this town regard Marty McFly as
As a what?
a nerd.
They said that?
In so many words.
Just because a boy studies hard and gets straight A's and respects the rules and doesn't party or drink or stay out late and is perhaps a bit socially inept and obsessed with personal hygiene and prefers his rubber band collection
Stop! I really don't want to hear anymore.
Bunların hepsini yapıyor muymuş mu?
I'm proud of you, son.
Peki. Jennifer?
I'm trying to understand why Jennifer broke up with me in this time. Recent past.
Are you still mooning over that girl? Forget her! She's bad news. Why, my surveillance cameras have caught her doing things that are completely against the Hill Valley Code.
I don't want to know.
Kissing boys. Sitting with boys in cars. I've kept quiet about it for her father's sake, but believe me, you're well rid of her.
Kendimi nerede bulurum?
Is there anywhere you expect me to be, like, right now?
Well, I did expect you to be up at the lake until tomorrow with that math-magic competition, so I guess your time is pretty much your own right now.
Peki.
Okay, different subject.
Yeah?
Başka bir şey sormayalım. İkimizin de neyse.
It's
bunları
about
soralım.
someone we both know.
Yes?
Edna.
What can you tell me about Edna?
Mrs. Citizen Brown? Oh, she's a wonderful woman. People just think of her as this sweet, self-effacing grandmotherly type.
Edna? Are we talking about the same?
But really, she's just as involved in running the town as her husband is.
Peki Brown.
Have you ever spent time with
Doktordan
Citizen Brown?
bahsedelim.
Well, of course I'm in the audience for every one of his public addresses.
One-on-one, I mean.
Oh, no. He'd never notice a common Sector L citizen like me. But I dream that someday he'll recognize me for my public service and maybe let me shake his hand.
Peki. Konuyu değiştirelim.
Something on your mind?
Buradan çıkalım
Well,
ve
I'll leave you to your snooping.
Supervising, son. Supervising.
I'll leave you to it.
Right.
Hey, Demerit.
kuralları yık. Lorraine'in gizli odasını bulmakla işe başlayabilirsin. Bakalım.
Hey, what's my guitar doing out here?
Your mother and I convinced you to give it up, remember? Rock and roll music is frowned on by the Brown administration. It sets a poor example for all the kids who look up to you as a
Oha,
model of
rock and roll'da bile
studiousness and
sıkıntı
moral
çıkarıyorlarmış.
gravity. And besides, you're not very good.
Gitarı bana
Come
ver.
on, Dad, I need that guitar.
Give me one good reason why I should give it back to you.
Because... music is good for you. It improves your mental performance.
Then take up the piccolo. Leave the electric guitar to the rebels and malcontents.
Peki
Rock and
kaderim.
roll is my density. Destiny.
Destiny. What would you know about destiny? Now quit fooling around and get back to your studies.
Jennifer'ı
A certain
etkileyelim.
girl is only gonna like me if I can play the guitar.
A certain girl. You don't mean...
Jennifer.
Oh, Martin. Why are you fixated on that little hellion? She's nothing but trouble.
Yeah, my kind of trouble.
And besides, the way you play guitar, you're only gonna drive her further Go ahead, son. Do your worst.
Thanks, Dad.
Pekala, gitarı aldık.
Good morning, Mrs. Brown. Please address me as Mrs.
Şimdi buralarda
Citizen
bakacağımız
Brown.
başka bir şey var mı?
I'm sorry, Mrs. Citizen Brown.
George,
It's just a thing. I
monitörler.
worked so hard to get that title.
Bir ön kapıya bir gidelim bakalım.
Attention, citizens! This domicile is in violation of Civic Ordinance DZ-36 and has been placed in protective quarantine until corrective measures can be taken. Please back away from the house and have a
Kendi evine de
nice
girelim.
day.
What the hell?
Don't violate the perimeter, son.
Ne demek çevreyi ihlal etme
Yeah,
ya?
I hear you got hit with some more demerits, Nathan. Good on you, I say. Sure. Never trust a guy with less than a thousand.
İpuçlarımıza bakalım. Lorraine bir şeyler saklıyor. Tamam. Sanırım George heykelin oradaki kamerayla Lorraine'i gözetliyor. Kamerayı bloke etmek için sadece sen erişebilirsin. Biraz çabayla heykelin bölümlerine ulaşabilirsin. Mobil aracı kamerayı bloke edene kadar hareket ettir.
Demerits, am I right?
Bir dakika. Arabaya binelim. Ve annesinin yanına geri geldik.
Mom?
Direkt konuya girelim.
Mom, are you drinking again?
Don't be silly, dear. Booze is illegal, you know.
Yeah, Mom. It's just that Dad mentioned.
Your father. Why, I just can't get away from his prying eyes. Always spying, always watching. You mind your own business, George.
Now, Lorraine, this is for your own good. I know you're keeping a secret from me.
It's mine to keep.
Dad! Mom! Knock it off, you two!
Now, you listen here, young man. This is an adult matter between your mother and me.
Dad, I know, but your way isn't working. You gotta give her some space here.
Huh? Where'd she go?
Mom?
Aha! I knew it. What is that in your hand? Rum? Gin? A wine cooler?
For your information, it's brass cleaner. I have a job to do here, you know.
Lorraine.
No.
Lorraine, I'm just trying to look out for you. You know the kind of trouble we can get into if you're drinking again.
What's the problem, citizen?
Oops, wrong number.
Acaba şu heykele bir de biz bakalım.
What happened? What the heck am I looking at?
Yes!
Ha, annesini kaçırmayalım. Nereye gitti o? Allah Allah. Nereye gitti o? Bir dakika. Çabuk, George seni ya da Lorraine'i göremiyor. Bir şeyler yapmalısın. Anladım, nereye gitti bu kadın? Acaba arabaya mı ineceğiz? Gerçekten bir saniye. Yanlış bir şey yapmış olabilir miyiz? Sanırım yanlış yaptık. Geri gitmemiz lazım. Ya normalde
I
oyun...
just can't get through to Mom with Dad always spying on us.
Peki tekrar bin şunu hemen. Annesi nereye gitti onu göremedim. Ve çevreyi tam göremiyoruz. Buraya gidilmiyor. Bu tarafa gidilmiyor. Biraz koşalım. Buraya da gidilmiyor. Buraya gidilmiyor. Buraya gidilmiyor.
I can't get Dad off the camera, but maybe I can get the camera off us.
Loren nereye gitti ya? Ha burada.
Mom, now that Dad isn't watching,
Oh, Martin!
was that a flask, Mom?
Flask? Don't be ridiculous.
Look, it's okay, Mom. Get a hold of yourself.
Oh, your father's right. I'm backsliding. But it's been so hard, what with your brother and sister leaving, and then your father getting obsessed with his monitors, and
Let me take care of the flask. Dad doesn't have to know anything about it.
Oh, thank you, sweetheart. I couldn't bear the thought of facing your father over this.
Peki.
Commemorating on the 25th day of August this year of our Lord, 1931, the capture and incarceration of Irving Kid Tannen and the disbanding of his criminal syndicate by the heroic efforts and ingenious mind of our beloved first citizen, Emmett Lathrop Brown, by virtue of his experimental rocket car. Edna must have written that.
Şey bir alalım.
This timeline sucks. Mom and Dad are fighting again, Mom's drinking. It's like everything Doc and I ever did to fix things is falling apart. Time to get some attention.
Dikkat çekme zamanı, evet. Peki ne yapabiliriz? İpuçlarımıza yine bakalım. İçki yanlışını yapman gereken yakalanmak. Ha. Hiç kimse seninle çene çalmıyor ama seni suçüstü yakalamanı isteyen bir kişi var. Şimdi memur Parker senin üstüne ararken kolaylıkla bir şey bulabilir. Onunla konuşmayın. Pekala.
Hands up, citizen. Assume the position.
Here goes nothing.
There better be apple juice in this.
Why don't you open it and find out?
Don't get smart with me. I knew you were no good, McFly.
Officer Parker, what seems to be the problem here?
Edna.
Citizen McFly, ma'am. Came strolling up with a 181B violation in his pocket.
Ugh. You, young citizen, where did you get that booze?
Nowhere?
Is he being smart with me?
Yeah, he played that attitude on me as well.
Could we just fast forward the lecture and just get this over with already?
No! Officer, demerit him severely. And as for the alcohol, drop it into the recycling bin.
With pleasure, ma'am.
Allah Allah. Peki.
Now, keep your nose clean, or you'll find yourself in front of Citizen Brown.
Zaten bizim isteğimiz de o. Kuralları çiğne, kaçak bir köpekle arkadaş ol. Peki. Şimdi bir köpek nereden bulacağız? Buraya gidilmiyor. Şu tarafa gidelim.
Biff mentioned that dogs are long gone from Hill
Bir tane
Valley.
köpek Hill
I
Valley'de
can't
o
imagine they
zaman
caught
önce.
every stray.
Bu tarafa gidebiliyoruz mu? O zaman sokağın öbür tarafına bakalım. Şu cephane kutusunu açabiliyor musun?
Locked.
Kilitli.
That leads to the soup mo. Leech is in there. I'd rather he come out here. Biff mentioned that dogs are long gone from Hill Valley, but I can't imagine they caught every stray.
Burada köpek sesi geliyor.
I don't want to go digging through the trash unless I absolutely have to. Not interested.
Peki.
They've bricked up the entrance to the old speakeasy.
Tabii köpek sesi duydum ama. İpuçlarımıza bir tekrar bakalım. Katiple konuş. Bak bakalım lezzetli bir şeyler bulabilecek misin? En azından bir köpek için.
Okay. Welcome to
Aha.
Soup Mo, where soup is just... Oh, it's you. This better be important, McFly.
Jennifer'la öpüşüyorlardı
Leech.
vay.
Was that Jennifer?
Well, A, it's none of your business, and B, seeing as she ain't your chick no more, yeah.
Okay, now this timeline is really pissing me off.
Menüde ne var?
What's on the menu?
Soup
Just soup?
and more.
Başka?
What falls under the more category?
We got neat loaf. It's made with textured wheat protein.
No thanks.
Ne tür bir çorba?
What kind of soup you got?
Scrolle...
Ribellini?
Yeah, that's right.
Some things never change.
Biraz daha başka.
What else falls under the more category?
Well, there's the hum burger. It's made from pressed roasted hummus.
Do you have any real meat back there?
Define real.
Yenilebilir
I'm
bir şey.
afraid to ask, but what other non-soup food do you have? Anything edible?
Well, we have these pea and liver with soy cheese hot dogs. They're new, and we're offering free samples. You want one?
Evet.
Where are the
kenara
free
bakalım.
samples?
Here. I keep them behind the counter.
Oh, God.
If you puke, you're cleaning it up, wuss.
I can't finish this.
Not my problem.
Peki.
Why are the samples behind the counter?
I can't leave them out, dude. There's a DOG running around town, and he keeps going after the sample tray, knocking them all over the ground.
A dog? Wait, these samples haven't been on the ground, have they?
Geez, McFly, relax. They're fresh, mostly.
Bunlar da ne?
What are those things?
Those are the liver and peas with...
Ew.
You and me both, brown nose.
Peki. Şu köpek hakkında
About this
biraz daha
dog,
bilgi ver bakalım.
what's he look like?
Beats me. He's a smart little SOB. He only comes around when my back is turned.
Then how do you know it's a dog? You can smell him?
Allergies, dimwit.
Peki. Boş ver. Tamam.
See ya.
Smell you later.
Şunu bir alalım.
Even screwed up Nutso Hill Valley doesn't deserve that smell.
Tamam biz bunu nasıl alacağız?
Ugh, that's stinky. Ugh, people eat this stuff?
Hey, there's that mangy. Go get him, McFly.
Peki hemen yakalayalım. Pekala. Şimdi şu köpeğin peşinden mi gidelim?
He's got to be hiding in here somewhere. You in there, Einie? Or whatever your name is these days? Not a sign of him.
Kaçtı yine. Eyvah.
McFly? My spray can?
Oh,
Dork.
Nasıl gördü onu? Peki. İçeri kaçtı yine. Hayır hayır, geri git. Niye buraya gitti bu? Şimdi herhalde bu spreyle bir şeyler yapacağız. Bir dakika. Nereye saklandığını asla tahmin edemezsin. İzleri bıraktıysa hangi saklı nokta olduğunu tahmin edemezsin. Dikkat! Yağlı boya, Jennifer'ın sprey boyasını kullanarak köpeğin karşıya geçmesine yardımcı ol. Peki. Buraya bir git.
where could he be hiding?
Spreyi bir alalım.
What to paint? What to paint?
Burayı boyayabiliyor musun?
What to paint? What to paint?
Ha, duvarı boyayacağız. Ha, tamam, okey. Duvarı boyayabiliyoruz mu? Boyayamıyoruz. Yeri boyayabiliyoruz mu? Buzdolabını boyayabiliyoruz mu?
What to paint? What to paint?
Paleti boyayamıyoruz. Palete bakalım. Şimdi köpek
Stay
kaçacak.
put now, boy. Wherever you are.
Don't even think about it.
Ee,
It would look better blue.
tamamdır. Şimdi köpek oraya çıkamayacak muhtemelen. Ve biz de onu yakalayacağız. Burada şu geri gitmese tamam, ayak izlerinden onun
Now we're in business. I outsmarted you, didn't I? Ah, don't be like that, Einie.
pekala.
Einstein, is that your name in this timeline too? Guess not.
Pekala, şimdi ona verecek bir şey lazım. Biraz verebiliriz.
Look, Einie, I've got a treat for you. Atta boy. Now hold still. See, I'm not
Sure.
such a bad guy, right? Whoa, okay. I guess I've won you over. Wish they were all this easy. Huh? What is it, boy? Einstein, wait!
Köpek.
No! No!
Eline hiç sevmiyordu köpekleri.
Rabies, help!
Back! Down! Sit! Play dead!
Officer Parker, subdue that beast at once!
Einstein, sit!
Einstein? Oh, if he bites me, you'll be in a world of trouble, citizen. Wait, I know that creature. Officer Parker, that's the stray that keeps escaping the kennel. I thought he was muzzled.
I took the muzzle off.
You what?
That's right, he's my dog now.
Citizen, you are in violation of Statute 357K.
Parker, demerit this hooligan at once. I'll return this creature to the kennel.
Yes, ma'am.
Filthy, wretched beasts.
Don't worry, Einie. Once I fix all this, you'll be back with Doc and romping through time.
Now stay out of trouble, unless you want a visit from Citizen Brown.
Pekala. Kuralları çiğne. Jennifer'a tekrar ilgilenmeyi deneme, bir sahne çek. Yani son kuralımız da sanırım Jennifer'la ilgili olacak. O zaman ona kadar bu bölüm burada sona ermiş olsun. Bir sonraki bölümde buradan devam edeceğiz. Jennifer'la görüşeceğiz ve ondan sonra herhalde doktorun karşısına çıkacağız. Bakalım neler olacak. İzlediğiniz için teşekkür ederim. Videoyu beğenip kanala abone olmayı unutmayın. Aynı zamanda yorumlar kısmına da görmek istediğiniz oyunları vesaire her şeyi yazabilirsiniz. Şimdilik bu kadar. Bir sonraki videoda görüşünceye kadar hoşça kalın. Kendinize çok iyi bakın.